Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam. Let's go over to Job. I ain't about to get into it. One second. Alright, Shalawam, Shalawam to every brother and sister that's coming up in here. We're going to begin momentarily. Job, the 4th chapter, is where we're going to start at. Okay. So, hey, without further ado, face to the east, towards Jerusalem. All praises be to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Wakaha, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children that maintain yourself in this truth. Shalawam, salutations to the elect, to Israel, the remnant which will be saved in these times which are coming to be, Jacob's trouble, a time like no other. The names that we come in, once again, is Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Wakaha, Kadash. Yahawah is the Father's name, which means He is, He exists. Yahawashi is the Son's name, our King's name, which means He saves, He delivers. And Wakaha, Kadash is the Holy Spirit. Wakah being spirit, Kadash meaning holy, set apart. So we come in the names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, as we are commanded to in Matthew 28:19. All right. So if somebody's coming in these different names, then they are not sent by Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi. All right. In these days, these perilous times, these last days of Esau, Edom, the so-called YT man's kingdom, right? It was prophesied that men would stand upon their feet, be sent by Yahawah. So therefore, we are those men, all right, brothers that are coming with this 100% doctrine and coming in those proper names, teaching grace, teaching this truth, 100% truth, no errors, no blemishes, man, you know, and coming in humility as well and teaching this truth, not boasting, but pushing this gospel to our people, man, that have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, all right? So today, we're going to speak about fear of Yahawah. This is a base. It's, you know, as it's the base foundation. You got to have that fear of Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi. If you don't got that fear, man, it's nothing else is going to work for you. You can read all the scriptures you want. You can dive into whatever books. You can watch all the videos. But if you do not have the fear of Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, it's just going to go in and go right back out. All right? So let's go to Job, the 4th chapter. Okay. And let me see. I had one I wanted to get. Job 4 and... Salakia. Let's go to Joshua, man. Joshua, the 4th chapter. I had looked at it wrong. All right, Joshua, the 4th chapter. And we're going to start at verse 19. And the people came up out of Jordan on the 10th day of the 1st month and encamped in Gilgad in the east border of Jericho. And those 12 stones which they took out of Jordan did Joshua pitch in Gilgad, and he spake unto the children of Israel, saying, when your children shall ask their fathers in time to come, saying, what mean these stones? Then ye shall yet your children know, saying, Israel came over this Jordan on dry land. For Yahawah, your power, dried up the waters of Jordan from before you until you were passed over, the same way he did the Red Sea. Okay? Yahawah has control over the earth. All right? This is another reason why you should fear him. He has control over your breathing, has control over your body, your temple. He has control over everything that you're touching, man. Every single element, the weather, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, whatever you can imagine. Yahawah Sham Yahawashi has control over it. He controls the earth. All right? This, like, and we're going to knock this in, man, like a nail into a coffin, this entire lesson. That Yahawah is the potter. You are the clay. You are being formed. You are being refined. You are being purified. You have no really say in the decision. All right? The best thing you could do is pray, fast, and hope that Yahawah Sham Yahawashi will have mercy on your soul. Okay? That you got to live with that fear of the Father, man, and the Son. If you don't have that fear, you're not going to make it, man. You're not understanding what's going on out here. Verse 23. For Yahawah your power dried up the waters of Jordan from before you until you were passed over, as Yahawah your power did to the Red Sea. For your power dried up the waters of Jordan from before you until you were passed over, as Yahawah your power did to the Red Sea. For your power dried up the waters of Jordan from before you until you were passed over, as Yahawah your power did to the Red Sea. For your power dried up the waters of Jordan from before you until you were passed over, as Yahawah your power did to the Red Sea. Ever. Alright? So it's important that you understand Yahawah did these certain things to instill in you fear, to let you know his power. We fear him because of his works, because he is who he is, because he has power over evil, good, all of this, man. He is our creator. And then that fear will lead to wisdom, right? Let's get that. That fear will lead to wisdom, and that wisdom will lead to love. Okay? Because you're going to what? You're going to easily keep Yahawah's commandments. Let's go to Proverbs, the 9th chapter. And this is all for your benefit. This is all for brothers and sisters' benefit, to fear Yahawah, because it's going to make your life easier. All right, starting at verse 7. This is, and the caption is the beginning of wisdom. He that reproveth a scorner getteth to himself shame, and he that rebuketh a wicked man getteth to himself a blot. All right? Okay, so letting you know this is not for everybody. Okay, I just did a live on YouTube yesterday. This is not for everybody. Okay? You don't just go around telling everybody about Yahawah Sham Yahawashi, because they're not going to get it. You tell a person that's been smoking, 20 years, and he don't know the Lord, he don't care to know the Lord, and you tell him, hey, bro, you shouldn't be smoking, that's defiling your temple. He's not going to care. He's going to probably cuss you out. Yeah, don't tell me what to do with my life. I do what I do with my, you know what I'm saying? He's not going to care. You're rebuking a scorner. You're rebuking a wicked man. A man that doesn't have no care, no hope, and doesn't know anything about Yahawah Sham Yahawashi. If Yahawah want to pull him out of that wickedness, then he can do it. If he doesn't want to, then he's not going to do it. Right? For those to be of Yahawah's flock, to be sheep of Yahawah, Yahawah has to draw those men. Understanding that. So if Yahawah doesn't want to draw you and pull you up out of this world, then he's going to leave you in the world for what? For your punishment. That's another reason to fear Yahawah, because he can leave you in that hellish state. Because you in hell, you are in darkness, not having this truth, not understanding the scriptures. Just that thought of looking at the Bible and thinking that a white man wrote it and you don't need to learn it, that's hell. That's a very fearful thing, man. Okay? To not have this truth, to not understand that this is our history, past, present, and future. Okay? When you start understanding that, then it also instills some fear in you. Because you're like, okay, this is going to happen. Jacob's trouble is going to happen. 1/3 of the world is going to be, 1/3 of mankind is going to be devoured in ICBM missiles. Okay? Pestilences, sicknesses, okay? War. This stuff is coming. You fear Yahawah because you know what's coming. All right? And you know also what he has done. the flood and things like that, just because he did it one time, he can do it. You know, he won't flood the earth no more because he made that covenant with us. But he can do great works. He can do works to bring you down on your knees to the point of death and bring you up from that, right? This is why you shall fear him. Okay, verse 8. Reprove not a scorner. Don't even rebuke them. Let these brothers go, man. Let these sisters go. You got some women, they can't get right. She want to cheat on you and do all of this. Let her go, man. All right? She got a wicked demon on her, and you ain't. That's why the term, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Don't even try it, bro. You see these red flags, run far away as you can, because that's going to be a problem to you. That's going to be trouble to you, man. All right? Hey, I don't know what you're saying, but, keep it down. All right? And just post scriptures, okay? If you want to support the lesson, post some scriptures, some precepts. Post some scriptures, right, to support what I'm saying, all right? So, reprove not a scorner, for they will hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. Because a wise man has what? Wisdom. He holds on to wisdom. He's gripping on to wisdom. So you rebuke a wise man, he gonna turn around, hey, bro, you was right, bro. Hey, bro, you right, man. I was messing up. I was fucking up. I was doing this and I was doing that. I need to get back right. I need to, you know what I'm saying? Understanding that, okay? So, understanding that fear is instilled in that brother. So he'll take the correction. He'll take the understanding. And understanding is perfect. He's been made perfect. Because when you can understand this truth, as the brother right now is correcting, okay, this it's a sister. She said, Shalom, Lord in Christ, right? When it's Yahawah, Sham Yahawashi, we don't use Christ because that's going back to Serapis Christos. Now, if this sister has any type of wisdom in her, she'll take this and she'll be like, thank you for the correction. But if she don't have wisdom in her, then she'll buck up and go against the brother that's trying to help her, right? This man at the water, because this is perfect. Yahawah sent this example. I'm going to read this over because this is perfect example. All right. Proverbs 9:7. He that reproveth a scorner getteth to himself shame, and he that rebuketh a wicked man getteth to himself a blot. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. So that's the division. You rebuke a person, and they love you for it. Thank you for correcting me and bringing me back on the right path. Or you rebuke a person, and they hate you for it. Then you already know. It's letting you know if Yahawah is dealing with them or if Yahawah is not dealing with them. Okay? At the end of the day. All right? And, sister, if you in the truth, just, if you in the truth, then you going to move accordingly. So, that'll be it. You should know the correct names of the Father, and you should know the correct names of the Son. If you in the truth, right? At the end of the day. Look at this. What is you talking about? He said, Aman, that's not how you spell it. God, love, universe, wealth, breakthrough, miracle, heart, soul, spirit, abundance. Nah, we're not with that. Okay? And you spell God with a lowercase g. That's a false God. All right? This is why wisdom is not dwelling in you. We can tell just from how you moving. You got to move in wisdom. You got to be diligent. Okay? Wealth. We ain't going to have wealth on this side of the timeline. The wealth that we got is spiritual wealth. We ain't going to have no physical wealth. Okay? Breakthrough, miracle, heart, soul, spirit. Anybody just coming in here blabbering like that, man, we get you up out of here, dog. All right? We just going to mute you. I'm going to mute you for 5 minutes. And I'm going to give you that mercy and that chance to sit in the lesson and learn. To sit in the lesson and understand as we break these scriptures down. That's mercy, because the Father gave us mercy to pull us up out of the world, right? So for people that are just talking crazy, We give you a little bit of mercy, but if you continue to talk crazy, then we block you and we don't deal with you. All right? All right, this person, Yahuwah and Yahusha. First of all, you need to check my page. That's not the correct names. That's an incorrect name. So I'm going to do the same like I did to the other brother, man. And then we're going to get back to the lesson. All right, I'm going to mute you because we not coming in that name. Those are incorrect names, brothers and sisters. It's no U's in the Hebrew. It's no E's, no O's, no V's, no J's, no F's in the Hebrew. Okay, so that name, Yahuwah, Yahweh, Yeshua, Jesus, all these names were taught to you by your so-called slave masters, man. The colonizers, the YT man. Okay? So you have been lied to. And if you got wisdom, then you actually be diligent enough to look up the Los Lunas, New Mexico stone. You look up the Moabite stone. You look up certain mounds where the tribe of Gad wrote the name of Yahawah in stone. Okay? They wrote Yahawah. Okay? And they worship Yahawah. All right? The Great Spirit, as they called him. So this wisdom is going to lead you to be diligent. Wisdom is going to lead you to seek out and make sure that you 100% correct on what you talking about. It's not going to lead you to just call on Yahuwah just because a mass amount of people are calling on Yahuwah. Because most of these Israelites that are waking up, knowing that they Israelites, they calling on that false name. All right? They calling on those false names. It is that over time the name never changed. Understand this. My name will not change over time. So don't tell me that. I'm going to read your comment. It is that over time the name changed because letters were added to the alphabet on language respect. Letters were added by who? The so-called YT man. Did we add those letters? Did Yahawah add those letters? No. All right? Understand this. Be diligent. Have some common sense with it. All right? Now, you ain't being disrespectful, but you being incorrect. Because Yahawah's name never changes. Okay? Let's go to Exodus. And then we're going to get back to Proverbs. But first of all, let's fix that. Let's go to Exodus, the 3rd chapter. Because he said this was his name forever. You know? You said transliteration of Yahawah. You didn't say the proper name to this Yahuwah and Yahusha. All right? That's the incorrect name. It's standing at the end of the day. Yeah, we using Paleo Hebrew. It's Yahawah and Yahawashah. All right? All right. Exodus 3:14. And power said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am have sent thee unto you. So Yahawah is speaking from his perspective. Moses, from his perspective, is understanding he is. He exists. Period. Point blank. All right. 15. And power said, moreover, he had more to say unto Moses. Thou shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, Yahawah, when it says the Lord, Lord, the Lord, Yahawah, power of your fathers, the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob, has sent me unto you. This is my name forever. So to the person that said the name changed, no, the name is the name forever. It will never change. In the kingdom, it's going to be Yahawah. Before it was Yahawah. When Abraham was on this earth, it was Yahawah. Isaac and Jacob, it was Yahawah. Noah got Yahawah. All right? Adam was calling Yahawah Yahawah. That name never changed. The Father's name never changed. According to Acts 4:12, it's only one name under the heavens. So Yahawashah's name never changed either. So you can't be out here teaching that the name changed because that's incorrect doctrine. Now you can teach that the YT man changed the name. Boom. That's letting you know because that's what the devil do. He deceives. He changes times and festivals and customs. He changes things to lead you off the course, right? So understand that. The YT man added vowels. He added the U to get this brother saying Yahusha. He added that. So now if that brother doesn't have true wisdom and Yahawah Sham Yahawashi is not truly dealing with him, he's going to continue to call on a false name, a false God, and forever be in darkness. Right? We ain't the scepter. Look, the scepter. You reading from the scepter? That's an incorrect book. Already, it's teaching you all false names. All right? We reading from the KJV. KJV. And more importantly, 1611 KJV if you can get your hands on it. All right? If you was diligent enough, you would know that the scepter is a false translation. It has false names in it. All right? All right, so you laughing at the KJV. That's actually, I'm just going to block you on that. We ain't dealing with you. All right? And we're going to get back to the lesson. Because at the end of the day, it's not for everybody. You laugh at King James when King James laid his life down for you, man. He did what he did for you. And you don't understand. You laugh at your forefathers who was diligent, far diligent than you, okay? Because you an idiot. You calling on a false name. King James wasn't an idiot, man. He made sure he was very diligent. They took 7 years and got all the manuscripts and put it all together because they knew that that Geneva Bible was incorrect, right? So he put that together for the people. So back to Proverbs 9. And Shalawam, Yahawah Sham Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham to all the brothers and sisters in here that fear Yahawah, man. All right? Proverbs 9:9. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. That's why if you be like, well, why you kick that brother? He was trying to learn. No, he wasn't. He was trying to scoff and trying to mock. We was trying to give instruction to him, but he started laughing, right? As I'm going to pin this comment, he started laughing. He said, King James, ha, ha, ha. That's a person that you don't give instruction to. That's a person that you walk away from because he's already in a mindset, all right? We gave him 1 and 2 admonitions. We told him the Hebrew that he's calling on is incorrect, all right? Then I told him that the Scepter Bible is incorrect, okay? That's twice that we have corrected you. And there's probably more corrections. So at this point, you want to laugh like this is a circus, like this is a clown act or something. You got to step, okay? Because that it goes against the scriptures. You don't teach a brick wall. If they can't get it, Yahawah has set it up for them not to get it. So you let them be, man. You let them be, all right? Give instruction to a wise man, and he will yet be wiser. He will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. The fear. So it's letting you know that brother, what's his name? Yahuwah and Yahusha does not have the fear of Yahawah in him. Because if you fear your parent, man, you're going to call them by the correct name. You're going to show them honor. Hallowed be thy name. You're going to honor that name. You're going to hallow that name. You're going to worship that name. You're going to uplift the correct name. First of all, you're going to be diligent enough to know their name. You'll be diligent when you're going after a female. When you're going after a female, you find out her favorite color, her favorite flower, what she like, her interests. You'll be diligent when you're going after a female. But when you're seeking after your father, when you're seeking after this truth, you're not going to be diligent, though. All right? Come on now. You can't put more energy and effort into this world than you do the Heavenly Father and this truth. That's showing that you do not fear Yahawah Sham Yahawashi. The fear of Yahawah is the beginning of wisdom. So can you have wisdom without fearing Yahawah? No, you can't. That's the beginning. Like I said in the beginning, that's the foundation that you got to have. The house, it goes fear, wisdom, love, keeping the commandments, right? That's how the house is built. Okay? Fear is at the bottom of that house, keeping that whole house standing because you fear. So that fear is going to create wisdom. That wisdom is going to create love. Which is what is love? Keeping the commandments. keeping the laws, seeking after Yahawah, Sham Yahawashi 100%. So then that love is going to what? Create 100% doctrine at the top, which is the roof. And that 100% doctrine is going to cover the whole house. Okay? All right? We got another one. That's not true. Well, what's not true then? Tell us what's not true. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. What? Man, get out of here. What is wrong with you people? Y'all think we playing? Nah, bro, you getting blocked on off principle. You getting blocked off principle. All right? Proverbs 9 and 10 again. The fear of Yahawah is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. You said that's not true. Okay? This person. So, what's not true then? You going against the scriptures? What's not true? We waiting on you. We waiting on you. Where you at? All right? And Khan, brother. That's a good one. Titus 3 and 10. A man that is a heretic after the first and second admonition, reject him. Exactly. So that's the qualifications that we put that brother under. That Yahusha, whatever dude. That's the qualifications that put us under. And then scoffers, you know, you coming in here making jokes, automatically you out of here. Because you're not trying to learn. A wise man, you going to tell a wise man by wisdom. Wisdom is going to show, wisdom is going to cry out loud, right? A wise man going to come in here and listen to the doctrine first before saying anything. Understanding that we don't play with Yahawah. Because we truly fear Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. So it's no jokes. When I always say this is, we truly fear Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. So it's no jokes. When I always say this is life or death, you playing with it, you don't really understand what you're involved in. All right, Proverbs 9 and 11. For by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. Fearing, having wisdom, will increase your life. Having wisdom, and what, Sirach 26, what? You through wisdom, you'll get a wise wife. You'll seek after a wife, and what will that wise wife do? Double your years. So you see how wisdom has a domino effect? Life is only going to get better. Yeah, you still going to go through trials and tribulations because you got to be refined. But life is only going to get better by using wisdom. When Sophia, that's wisdom, is with you. Okay? That's in the Greek. Wisdom. Sophia. So when she's dealing with you, she's going to guide your steps. She's going to take you here and there. She's going to tell you what to do correctly, man. And at the end of the day, that's the spirit. It's the Rakakadash dealing with you. All right? Using wisdom, man. You got to use wisdom in everything that you do. All right? Verse 12. If thou be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself. But if thou scorneth, thou alone shalt bear it. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. You want to be a basic bee? That's what these women are, because they don't have any wisdom. They basic bees. You don't have wisdom. You can't understand the order that was set up. It's you got Yahawah, you got Yahawashi, you got a man, and then you got a woman. Okay? That's wisdom to understand that order and to live by it. To understanding that you need a man in that house or that whole house is going to fall apart. All right? So it's very important to understand how Yahawah, the Father, created things to be. All right? At the end of the day, if you don't got wisdom to understand basic principles, basic order, then you don't fear Yahawah, because if you feared him, he would give you that wisdom. But if you don't fear him, then you're going to do things out of order. All right? Women going to come in the church, be running their mouth, thinking they can hold positions in the church, etc., etc. When a true woman is looking at that woman like, well, what is you doing? Let these brothers teach. The man, the tabernacle of God is with men, right? It's not with the women, man. All right? So understanding that. So wisdom is going to show itself. All right? At the end of the day, hey, Shalawam, brother. Yahawah, Sham Yahawashi, Barak, Ahtham. To all. Keeping it going. So a clamorous woman is what? She's simple and knoweth nothing. 14. For she sitteth at the door of her house on a seat in the high places of the city to call passengers who go right on their way. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. And as for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, stolen waters are sweet. Letting you know that she's offering herself. Because if you messing with another man's woman, that's a stolen water. Right? You dealing with another, that's not your water. That's not your woman. That doesn't belong to you. All right? Stolen waters are sweet, but it's the thrill of that adultery that had these men going back for that sin. All right? Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eateth in secret is pleasant. But he knoweth not that the dead are there, and that her guests are in the depths of hell. Because a man that committeth adultery, what? Destroyeth his soul. Okay? So you gotta, when you fear Yahawah, you'll avoid all these sins out here that's waiting for you. It's sins on every corner waiting for you, man. Especially on this damn app. You can swipe up, and I promise you probably see a false prophet or somebody teaching incorrectly. All right? It's this one dude on here, man. This Dante dude, and I've been trying to help this brother, man, because I feel like he a sincere brother, but he always kind of be teaching off, and I'm trying to help the brother. But hey, you know, just pat on the back, hey, this and that, boom, boom, boom. But whatever, man. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna keep hawking at a brick wall, but wisdom is gonna show. Wisdom is gonna show. So, you know, with that, you can't give somebody meat before they got the milk. You got to let somebody get the milk first. And if they refuse the milk, then they'll never get to the meat. All right? You got some babies. That's how you got babies that grow up incorrectly. Right? Because they don't never get milk. They get what? Similac. They get false milk. They get the Gerber. They never got the breast milk. The breast milk is going to what? It's going to help your bones. It's going to help your skin. It's going to help your organs develop correctly. Similac ain't going to do all that. It's going to give a false sense, right? And then later on in life, you're going to have problems. You're going to have issues. You're going to get sicker quick. Things like that. That's why Yahawah created a woman. That's why he has a woman producing milk after the baby comes out automatically, right? To help that baby grow properly. It's a cycle. It's a sense of order that Yahawah has set up on this earth. The so-called YT man goes against that order in every type of way, every direction he can. Because he doesn't have wisdom and he doesn't fear Yahawah by Sham Yahawashi. All right? So let's take that and let's go to Isaiah. I get it in the Bible over here. Let's go to Isaiah, the 14th chapter. How about the women that can't give milk? It's something they're not doing right. Okay? Or Yahawah can curse a woman. Yahawah can make a woman barren where she can't even produce children. Understanding that. Now, wisdom is going to what? I remember, perfect example, man. I remember I started, when I was in the world, I was messing with my wife. She was my girl at that point. And she was wearing fake hair and shit like that. And I told her I ain't like that shit, right? So over time, she started a hair growth journey. So wisdom, she started learning what products to use to help her hair grow naturally, right? And that right there, in turn, changed her whole body around, okay? Because when women are placing all these toxic products in their hair, it's messing up their scalp. It's messing up their hair. It's messing up that growth, right? So that's let me know she was a real woman because she took what her man didn't like. She took that in consideration and she tried to present herself the correct way. And that's what we doing for Yahawashi. We got to come as virgins. We got to present ourselves the correct way in that proper doctrine. You got these dudes, that dude that was Yahusha, He don't want to come in the correct way. He don't even want to call on the Father and the Son in the correct names. So you're not presenting yourself the correct way for the wedding. You coming in a different way that Yahawashi honestly doesn't like. So he's going to reject you. He's going to say, depart from me. I never knew you. Okay? So a woman that can't produce milk is something chemically she might be eating wrong or whatever. Because if you eat properly, if you fast, right? Understand these chemicals can clog your body, man. Esau knows what to put in your food to stop reproduction and things like that. Didn't they put the magazine in everybody and it stopped them from having kids? Right? Esau diligently searched how to make your reproduction organs stop and shut down. He as the Proverbs 64, I think, or might be Proverbs 83, but he carries out a diligent search. Okay? He carries out a diligent search to figure out what he can do to affect the Israelite man and the Israelite woman and to hinder Israelite children coming into this world, man. And his own people get it too. His own people get affected. Just off of his hatred for Jake. Just off of his hatred for Jake, man. All right? You know, and people that took the magazine, I remember certain people in my family took the magazine and then they had to come to me and I had to help them get right again, in a sense of they was like, I don't want to be too vulgar, but they was like, they can't get it up. And I was like, all right, well, you need to go take some, I sent them some tiger nuts, coconut milk. This stuff right here is full of testosterone. So it's going to help you get back to that teenage age, that teenage way when you was a teenager, right? When your testosterone was crazy, all right? So that tiger nuts helped cut through that magazine and got them back to the state of, you know, how they supposed to be. Because you're not supposed to be in your 40s, 30s, 50s and still not be able to please your woman, man. All right? That ain't how Yahawah designed us. Yahawah designed a man until the day that he died, he's always able to produce a seed, to put a seed in a woman. Look at Robert De Niro. He just had a seed. And he's like in his 70s. All right? Abraham, right? Had a seed in his late age. You always supposed to be able to produce seed, men. Okay? Yeah, it made a lot of women unable to have kids, and most don't even know. Yeah, no blue chew in the kingdom, man. We don't need none of that. No pills, none of that, man. If our people just eat right, you'll be good. I promise you, you'll be good. Hey, for the men, coconut milk, man. Coconut water, coconut milk, all right? Pomegranate juice. It's all about getting your blood flowing. Now, this ain't a health live, but get your blood flowing. Because the sugars and the stuff that we take in our body is known to like clog up your arteries so your blood can't flow properly, right? So that's getting back to the point that wisdom is going to have you understanding your temple. Wisdom is going to have you understanding why this is happening like this, why this is happening like this, why you got so many bumps on your face, all right? Bumps, you don't supposed to have bumps and pimples and all that stuff. That means that you got backed up waste, sugars and starches that's messing up your face, that's caught up in your body. So that right there shows that you need to fast. When you get fibromyalgia and all these type of diseases and things they be talking about, skin irritations, arthritis, that's nothing but inflammation, all right? You know, but that's wisdom. You fear Yahawah, and he's going to give you the wisdom to start understanding the body. All right? So, where was we going? Isaiah the 14th chapter. My coworker complained about having her when she took the jab. It's not good, so do it because I don't know what you saying. Saying the other name is not good, so do it because the prayer not to be answering. If you come in any other name, if you calling on somebody in a different name, they not going to answer that. That's why you got to pray in Yahawah by Sham Yahawashi. And with prayers, if you're not keeping the laws and commandments and statutes, then your prayer is going to be an abomination to Yahawah. So if you're not living correctly, don't expect your prayers to be answered, right? So that's important. So Isaiah 14, and we're going to start at 12. It's a famous one. We're going to break it down. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Now, understanding that Lucifer is not no type of angel, okay? Whatever the church taught you was incorrect. He's not an angel, all right? It's a man, and it's actually a group of men. Esau, Edom, okay? Your so-called elites, your banking families, your Rothschilds, your Rockefellers, your Kissingers, your Kennedys, your Clintons, etc., etc. All right? This is who Lucifer is, okay? Now, let's keep going. And we're going to explain it in here. Verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, your heart, la'ab, your mind. That's what he said in his heart. What did he say? I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of power. Who are the stars of power? The Israelites, the judges, the true judges. So the so-called YT man, the elites, they want to be better than us, the Israelites, the prophets, the kings, the ones that's going to truly rule this earth. They want to be better than us, the Israelites, the prophets, the kings, the ones that's going to truly rule this earth. So himself above the stars, the Son of God, all right? I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of power. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. He wants to be like Yahawah. Now, it's not the Sabbath, okay? It's not the Sabbath. Hey, Shalawam, though. All right, the Sabbath just passed, Wednesday night to Thursday. All right, the Sabbath goes by your moon cycles. All right, and I'm gonna go back to it. So he wants to be like Yahawah. Now, how has he accomplished that in a sense? Through your phones, through him reading your brain waves. You can think about something now and it'll pop up on your phone. Okay, facial recognition. You can scan into your iPhone with your face. And where is that going back? It's going back into a database for Esau, Edom. You use your thumbprint to get on your phone. All this stuff is being tracked. You're being tracked. I did a lesson on YouTube like last week talking about I had went to the VA to look into getting some benefits, and they have 2,700 records on me in the medical facility. So they've been and I knew that they track you every single year. All right, and they probably got more than that because they've been doing it. That was in the military in the 8 years that I was in the military. But they also have been tracking you since you was born. So add that from 19 to 27 when I was in the military. I add that up to those 19 years prior to when I was born. The hospitals have records of us. So they track you constantly. All right? Over and over and over. So why? That's because Esau wants to be like God. He needs to know everything about you. All right? So understanding that, he has ascended up to be like the Most High. Okay? But he can't be like the Most High. But a massive amount of people he can control, he can manipulate, he can put propaganda out, he can make people think this type of way, he can control our people, he can fearmonger our people, got them thinking that a jab, got them thinking that a 19, we're just going to say 19, is out there and is unaliving so many people when the numbers were inflated, etc., etc. But that's to push and instill fear, because he wants people to fear him like you're supposed to fear Yahawah. Getting back to the topic at hand, you're supposed to fear Yahawah, but if you fearing the YT man, then what is you doing really? No, you don't supposed to fear the YT man. All right? We trust in Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. At the end of the day, we fear him for what he truly can do. You don't fear the YT man for what he's fakely doing, what he's bringing on, man. All right? Let's keep going, man. Verse 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Esau Edom is being brought down low. At this point in time, he's being brought down low. And that final position of being brought down is when the ICBM missiles coming and gonna destroy his kingdoms. And when Yahawashi comes back and destroys his kingdom ultimately, he will be brought down low, placed in hell, in a sense of slavery, in the sense of having nothing anymore. And also being thrown into the lake of fire, which is America, which will burn for eternal time, but not forever, because eternal means a long while. Okay? So, and let's get that with the holy angels, and the Lamb will look at Esau Edom burning. And the 2/3 of our people that didn't want to get right. Revelations 14:10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of power, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with the fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels. And that's the stars of God, right? That's us. That's the Israelites. That's more so importantly, the remnant, the election, all right? And in the presence of the Lamb, and the Lamb is Yahawashi, all right? So that's Esau Edom's fate, to be tormented in the lake, and then after that to come back in reincarnation and go and be in slavery. Okay? He's going to be in slavery, servitude for 1,000 years, and then he's going to ultimately be destroyed off the face of the earth. Because we getting everlasting life, he's getting everlasting, death, basically. All right, out of here. And if Yahawah wants to bring his soul back, because the soul is eternal, if Yahawah want to bring his soul back in the heathen nations, Yahawah can do whatever he want to do with them, right? But we won't have to see no more Edomites after the 1,000-year period, man. And Jesus don't love none of us, man. Okay? This dude, Jesus loves you so much, brother. Nah, man. All right? The letter J was created 500 years ago, okay? And it was whipped into us. It's love beating our ass, putting lashes, warts on our back. That's love. That's what you call love, man. That's love. Enslaving us, putting us in chains. That's love. Explain what your love is to us, dude. What's your name? The living son? What's love, bro? Exactly. You ain't got nothing to say, man. All right, so get up out of here. I don't understand why you people be following me, man. It's weird. All right? You don't have fear of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. If you feared him, you wouldn't call on that wicked name of Jesus. Jebus, Christos. You wouldn't call on that wicked name. You wouldn't call on any other name other than Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. All right? Hold up, man. Hey, sister, I understand that you excited and all that, but keep it down. All right? Keep it down. She like a cheerleader, man. I don't know. But we maintain order in here. All right? For the most part, just post scriptures, post precepts. All right? I just have to correct you real quick. What Bible are we reading from? The King James. Yo, why did I mute you? Because you was off. That's why I muted you. I will ask a question. You didn't phrase it like a question. What's your question, Yazi? What's your question? And I feel like we hit the points a lot. All right, we showed that a wise man is going to fear Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Esau, Edom, they're not going to fear Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. They do the exact opposite. All right, why am I reading from the KJV? because it's the proper interpretation. It's the proper translation. Okay? 1611 KJV. Yazi, what's your question? We'll wait. We're going to wait, and then we're going to move on, man. Is medicine and Tanakh wrong? Medicine, like, let's go to Sirach 38. All right, medicine, most of this medicine that they have, real medicine is herbs, okay? Herbs, food, fruits, vegetables, etc., etc. You shouldn't have to take no Advil, no Tylenol, no Motrin, or none of that. Man, what the hell? All right. Asaya, be quiet! Sirach 38:1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which you may have of him, for Yahawah hath created him. So Yahawah has put in these doctors, right, the skill to operate and to like my wife just had a surgery, man, and those doctors did the thing, and she came out safe, right? And am I praying to the doctor to, get her through it? I'm praying to Yahawah Sham Yahawashi. I'm praying to Yahawah. Now I honor the doctor because at that point in time, my wife's hand was in that doctor's hands, but it's really in Yahawah's hands because Yahawah has sent that doctor to school and given that doctor the spirit to want to operate, right? I don't have no spirit to want to cut somebody or do whatever type of surgery that needs to be done, all right? And for the most part, we don't really need surgeries, all right, unless it's like a dire condition, okay? And for this situation, we did need a surgery, right? We had to honor the physician, okay? So it's important to honor the physician, but knowing that Yahawah has placed that physician in power. The same way that you honor the cop, because Yahawah has placed that power over you, right? You ain't just going to do 120 on the freeway and a cop get behind you and you just going to be like, fuck him, right? You're going to pull over. You're going to honor the laws that's placed on in this nation unless those laws morally conflict with the scriptures, okay? So like if it's a law put out, which it will be, a mandatory law to take the C-hip, you're not going to do that, okay? So you have to have common sense. You got to have wisdom. Going back to wisdom. All right? Man, what's going on? Check out some of my Man, Dennis, get out of here. You blocked, dude. We ain't checking your shit out. If you want us to check go teach. Go live. All right? Why is you coming in here trying to tell people to come to your shit? That's like, man, come on, man. Y'all stupid, man. Yeah, you should block that nigga. Salakia. He getting on my nerves. All right. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye may have of him, for Yahawah hath created him. For of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. The same way that Paul was when he was speaking to, I believe it was Agrippa, right? He was speaking in a different manner because he knew that king was set up by Yahawah, and that king had the power to take his life. The same way that Daniel, when he was speaking to Nebuchadnezzar, he was speaking to, back in those times. The same way that Esther, when she was speaking to, Xerxes, right? You honor the king. You honor these people that are set up because they're set up by Yahawah, right? But at the end of the day, you know that Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi isn't going to let them manipulate you or do anything to you in that sense. You got to trust in the Father at the end of the day. And this is another way, a reason why you should fear Yahawah, because he could have those kings do something to you. The same way that he had the king throw Daniel into the lion's den, but then Daniel still trusted in Yahawah. Because these things have to pass. These trials and tribulations have to pass, right? This king may be in power right now, like Biden's in power right now, but Biden ain't the chosen. He ain't, but he's set up by Yahawah to do what he's supposed to do at an appointed time. So whoever's set up next is set up to do for an appointed time. But at the end of the day, Yahawah by Sham Yahawashi is in control, and the true rulers, Salakia, this puzzle piece, the true judges of the earth will be set up soon. So we hope, Romans 13. All right, perfect chapter to go into all that. Romans 13, man. And matter of fact, after this, we'll get it. If I do not forget. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. Because let's say like you have a baby. You happy that the doctor was able to bring that baby through in a timely fashion, in a safe manner, right? So you happy about that, but you understanding that Yahawah has created that doctor. So you understanding these things. Now, the jumping from that to medicine, okay? Herbs have been set up, right? And for the most part, fasting is really the best medicine that you can use, okay? Things like Tylenol, Advil, these things destroy your liver. You take Tylenol, Advil to fight a headache when it's destroying your liver. You got to get to the base problem of it. A headache is really inflammation, okay? When you're having a headache, boom, 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 a lot of that is just inflammation. It's what you eat. So you can fast to clean that out. You can drink, mineral water, spring water, because you need those minerals. And stop eating so much meat. As it would say in the prior chapter, all right, Sirach 37 and 28, for all things are not profitable for all men, neither hath every soul pleasure in everything. Be not unsatiable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats, because it's going to cause your body to be off. A lot of these women talk about pH balance. Well, if all you eating is McDonald's and BK, then your shit gonna stink. Okay, your pH balance is gonna be off. All right, you are what you eat. Okay, men as well. You gonna feel sluggish. You gonna feel low, especially if you're not working out. If you're not walking and moving around, then all that food is just sitting there. It's not moving throughout the body. You're supposed to have, bowel movements and things like that to get this waste up out of your body, out of your temple, right? This is why daily bread. I'm supposed to eat 3 times a day, man. I ain't even ate today, okay? I'm probably going to eat today around like 3 or 4, right? I be waiting to eat. And when I eat, I might eat twice a day or once a day. You don't want, and you do not go to sleep. You don't eat and then go to sleep, because that scientifically, that's how you get nightmares. And then also that's you putting too much on your body, because when you sleep, you want to eat like 6 o'clock, go to sleep around 11 or 12. So then that food it takes 8 hours for your food to digest, And man, this ain't no health live, but just jumping on the brother's question, because this will help and prevent you from ever having to take medicine. If you treat your temple correctly, then you will never have to take medicine. All right? So it's going back to a balance. You got to have a balance, because a false balance is an abomination to Yahawah. So if you just eat and eat and eating, you don't got no balance. More so, that's going into your temple of you putting too much on your digestive system. Your food, your body is like, damn, I got to digest some more food. I just digest breakfast, and now I got to digest brunch, and now I got to digest lunch, and now I got to digest dinner. This dude need to stop eating. That's a false balance. All you doing is eating, eating, eating. You don't got no balance, right? So understand that. All right, so back to Sirach 39. Not 39, but 38. Wait. All right, 38 and 4. Yahawah have created medicines out of the earth, herbs, and he that is wise would not abhor them. So to abhor them is to push them away. So you don't want to abhor them. You got all these different type of medicines out here for you. Parsley, cilantro, soursop, Barak root, man, just all this type of stuff, right? And then you even got wine for your stomach, right? You can have a little bit of wine for the stomach. Alcohol is bad. Beer, that don't really have any benefits for you. But wine, especially red wine, is beneficial for your stomach and to fight off cancer, all right? So, you know, man, Yahawah produced all this stuff down here to help us, right? And that comes through fearing him first, and he will put that wisdom in you to understand, hey, I'm having problems with this. I need to eat this. To even look up on Google what helps my kidneys, what helps my liver, what helps my bladder, what helps blah, 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 you know? Because I'm going to tell you, if your liver is working bad or your kidneys is working bad, if your kidneys working bad, it can't cleanse the blood. And then if your blood starts being dirty, then everything else goes to hell. Because your blood is cleansing the body. And your kidneys is cleansing the blood. So everything works in unison, man. You know? You got to take care of your organs. You got to clean. You got to fast out. All right? And these things can be expedited with herbs and fasting. All right, we get a little bit more and then we'll be done. Was not the water made... Oh, we're going to get to Romans 13 and we'll be done. Was not the water made sweet with wood that the virtue thereof might be known? And he hath given men skill that he might be honored in his marvelous works. With such doeth he heal men and taketh away their pains. Of such doeth the apothecary make a confection, and his works there is no end. And from him is peace over all the earth. My son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto Yahawah, and he will make thee whole. So at the end of the day, understanding that this is why you fear Yahawah by Sham Yahawashi. All right? Because at the end of the day, you can do all this and do all of that and be vegan and all of that. But if Yahawah don't want to heal you, he's not going to heal you. Look at Dr. Sabi, man. Right? You know, and he was most likely took out in prison. But he was a mastermind of all this stuff. But did he fear Yahawah by Sham Yahawashi? No. So Yahawah by Sham Yahawashi let him go in the hands of the kings and took him out. Okay? Let Satan take him out. Because that man was knowledgeable in all the herbs and all of this. But he didn't have faith in Yahawah by Sham Yahawashi. So he was took out. You got people like Nipsey, like Marcus Garvey, like, you know, these so-called black leaders. But they get took out because they faith wasn't aligned correctly. All right? They don't got the protection of Yahawah by Sham Yahawashi. You know? We ain't trying to plant our flagpole in Babylon and be that man here. That's not it. Okay? You don't want no glory in Babylon. Let's go to Romans 13. We're going to wrap it up over here. Romans 13 and 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. And this is more so letting you know you should fear Yahawah because he's bringing these higher powers to rule over you. He put us in slavery and let these slave masters rule over us. For there is no power but of Yahawah. The powers that be are ordained of Yahawah. Man, that's going all the way down to your third grade teacher, man. Okay? That you know, giving you hella homework or whatever. She's ordained by Yahawah to rule over you. Alright? Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of power, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. You got these guys talking about let's get together, start a militia, and fight the powers that be. Yo, Yahshua Jamal's, right? Where is he at? He's in a jail cell right now. Yahawah ain't dealing with that. He ain't dealing with that. That's not what the scriptures say. That's not the patience and faith of the saints by picking up a carnal weapon and going at Esau Edom. That's not it. Brother, this dude talks so much about spiritual powers, talks so much about earth, us being with the earth, Ashe, and all that bullshit, but he don't understand the scriptures. Therefore, he's in a jail cell right now, man. All right? Brought low. Because he don't know how to wait. No patience and understanding. A lot of that stuff he talks about, but he don't understand that it's biblical. All right? Having spiritual powers. Stuff like that. Being able to fly. Super strength. Etc., etc. Yeah, it's going to come, but it's going to come in time at an appointed time. All right? You can't do nothing. You can have all the herbs. I got all these herbs right here. But is that going to give me powers or anything? No, man. All right? But we can have stuff like that. But it's not, we not worshiping this stuff. Okay? We worshiping Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. For he is our power. He is our buckler. He is our strength. He is that strong tower. Verse 3, for rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. What did Rashad Jamal always do in his lives? Smoke weed. Smoke a big blunt. Right? And talk against the scriptures. Talk against Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Talk against the brothers. The same for Pharaoh. This dude, Pharaoh, wants to be an Egyptian when the Egyptians had you in slavery. You don't know your history, but you claim to be so smart. And it may be some points and things that these brothers get right? But they don't got 100% on it because you teaching a different doctrine. All right? Like Yaki Awakening, that dude is very intelligent when it comes to the body. Okay? But in his faith, he getting it wrong because he's teaching people the name of Yah, and some things he's teaching incorrectly. But when it comes down to the body, hey, Yahawah has given him that, and I hope that brother gets the true name and, be in this thing. Because he don't seem like a bad brother. But it is what it is, man. If you speaking different from this word, then Yahawah ain't dealing with you. All right? Isaiah 34:16, man. No other book can make her. No other thing, no other worldly knowledge can, match these scriptures. Let's read 3 again. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. This is why when Daniel went into the lion's den, Daniel ain't do no wickedness. He prayed to Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. So he was straight. He didn't have no fear. He just kept praying. You got these big-ass lions walking around. Ain't ate in 7 days. They ready to eat. But Yahawah is closing their mouth, stopping them. All right? That's why he ain't going to do no evil to the ones that do good. That ain't how it works. You doing good your whole life, meaning that you trying to be a righteous man. You pushing this word. You getting out. You hitting the highways and byways, producing videos, etc., preaching to your people. And then Yahawah just takes you out like that? No. All right? Now, some brothers will be martyred. All right? But you're going to get what? You're going to get that crown. You're going to come back and get that crown. All right? You're not going to come back and go into the lake when you stood boldly for the name of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Because it's a balance. Verse 4, for he is the minister of power to thee for good, but if thou do that which is evil, he be afraid. For he beareth not the sword in vain, for he is the minister of power, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. And Yahawah uses Esau Edom to do that to you. Right? That's his sword at this point in time. Esau Edom is gifted with the sword. Yahawah is going to use Esau to come down with great wrath. As the devil come down with great wrath, he's going to use Esau to throw you in the FEMA camps, to unalive you in the streets, right? To set forth 15-minute cities, martial law, all this type of stuff. He's going to let Esau loose. And then he's going to destroy Esau after that. In the midst of all of that, saving his people via the chariots, right? Yeah, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. So you ain't going to shoot it out with the government and win. You know? We'll get that, and then we'll be done. It's really the basis, the summary of this whole lesson is to fear Yahawah Sham Yahawashi, man. All right, I'm going to start that at the top. 2 Corinthians 10:1. Now I, Paul, myself beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of Hamashiach, who is in presence and based among you, but being absent and bold towards you. But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence wherewith I think to be bold against some, which think of us as if we walked according to the flesh. Some look at us like we boasting because we saying we going to do this and we going to have this and boom, boom. We not boasting, man. We in the same position. I'm in Babylon with everybody else, all right? You may look at brothers because they have confidence in this truth, like he think he better. Nobody thinks nothing. Nobody thinks that nobody is better because we are taught to think humble and be meek and be low, down to the earth, right? So understand that, man. Ain't no brother thinking high. Like, look at this. Pharisee. What do you mean? Nobody's thinking like that. You get up out of here, dude. All right? So keep going. Verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Meaning we not holding on to what's in the world, what our flesh is seeking out. We not chasing these dreams. We not pursuing worldly dreams and going after things of this world. We are setting our afflictions on what's above. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through power to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, these Martin Luther King dreams, these Rashad Jamal dreams, right? Marcus Garvey dreams, back to Africa, etc., etc. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of power. Letting you know, going back to Isaiah 34:16, no book shall mate her. Nothing of the world can match these scriptures. So cast it all down. It's all imagined. It's all vain. And bringing in captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. We got to be an obedient wife, right? Israel, we got to be an obedient bride. And having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. When is that obedience fulfilled? When Yahawah comes back. When we get those bodies. Then we can be battle axes, right? When Yahawah raises us up, that's letting us know that our obedience has been fulfilled. Us holding on, the patience, right, of the saints, holding on for however long we held on. That's when that obedience is fulfilled because you got that body. Now you can bring vengeance, all right? And we're going to have orders. I believe the angels, the Halalyam, Yahawah, Sham Yahawashi, Halalyam, they're going to give us orders, all right? It's some Edomites over here in a bunker. Go take them out. Boom, 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 whatever it be, man. You know? We're going to be able to bring vengeance on all these wicked-ass people. Now, understanding this, we all want Bill Gates, but everybody not going to get Bill Gates. He did so much to all of us, right? He going to be like a high-level slave, man. Not like high-level, but everybody going, you know, because everybody want to unalive that dude. Him, Elon, George Soros, etc., etc. Understanding that, right? But whatever really vengeance you want to bring, Yahawah going to let you. The reward is uncomparable to the suffering, as the scriptures say. So just know that you're going to get it. just know, we don't know how, but just know you're going to be rewarded. You're going to get it, man. All right? This is what I say. I need Obama. Man. Yeah, we're going to get them 2/3 too. Even if he not an Edomite. He might be an Israelite. But we gonna get our brothers too, man. They not our brothers, though. All right? Because they sold off. You know? We going to get them. Most definitely. All right, I'm going to read that one more time. 2 Corinthians 10:6. And having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. So that's it, man. You know, and I'm going to get that what the brother had pushed earlier, because it's the main point, man. Right? Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahawah and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. All right, and let's get it in Revelations. Revelations 14:12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahawah and the faith of Yahawashi. So that's letting you know what we was told in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, will be fulfilled. Right? The saints, man. It will be fulfilled eventually. Okay? So we gonna be, you know, saved up out of this thing, man. All right? So, hey, just give me the Arab at my corner store. Dang, what Ishmael do to you, man? Dang, Ishmael going into it too. They chilling right now. But yeah, they gonna get it. Most definitely. Hey, but fear Yahawah by Sham Yahawashi. Alright, just to summarize. Okay? And that means that we gotta obey the laws and all that stuff. We gotta have that patience. And we gotta keep on holding on. Your boss, annoying, whatever it be. Alright, we all going through it. Okay, we all going through it, and we all got different crosses to carry, with different trials and tribulations, with different, you know, stuff attached to it. And it may suck sometimes, we might get low sometimes, but just remember that reward is coming. All right, you'll be able to get that Arab at the corner store. You'll be able to get Obama. You'll be able to get whoever, man, that has pissed you off. In a sense, you know, you'll be able to repay all for disobedience, you know, because they have offended Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi. All right. So, hey, with that being said, facing Jerusalem, all praises be to Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi by Hashem Rakaha Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. All right, Shalawam to you brothers and sisters. Kwam Yasharahla. I hope this was edifying. Hey, Shalawam to you brothers, man. Everybody I see up in here. All right, Shalawam.